Welcome to 75 Stories, a podcast created to commemorate the 75th anniversary of Normandale Lutheran Church in Edina, Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Joyce Irwin. I attended Normandale Lutheran Church as a child and then left for many years and recently rejoined. My family and I came to Normandale around 1959. We moved to Edina from South Minneapolis. It was my mom and dad. I was almost 5, and I had a younger brother that was 2. Shortly after we moved in, our neighbor who lived across the street, Mr. Rudy Westerberg, came over and knocked on our front door and spoke to my family about coming to Normandale. He later told my dad that he had noticed when he came in our living room that there was a Lutheran publication laying on the coffee table. So he felt very comfortable then inviting us, and we did end up joining Normandale. The earliest memories I have of being here were in Sunday school. I specifically remember being in Sunday school when I was in 3rd grade. I just really loved the teacher and I had a good year always, but that was especially memorable. And again, when I was in high school, I remember my high school Sunday school teacher and the experiences I had then. The other thing that was really important to me, I think, was Bible school. We came to Bible school every single summer, and I just really enjoyed those experiences. One of the things that I really enjoyed growing up was singing, and I can no longer do that. I'm old now and I can't sing, but it was such a joyful experience for me, and I sang in the children's choir all the years that I was young and had a really good experience. During the time I was gone, it was because I got married here at Normandale on June 18th, 1977. My husband graduated from college ahead of me, and he was working in Iowa. So after we were married, I joined him in Iowa. I was gone for a little over 40 years. I was continuously a member of another Lutheran church during that time, where I taught Sunday school, Bible school, was involved in our churches there. But I did miss Normandale, and I'm very, very grateful to be back. I think a lot of the things that I really treasured here are the same as they were in the 1950s. I was very young then, and some of that I don't remember, but I do remember Bible school, Sunday school, a lot of very special people who helped me when I was young, and I appreciated growing up amongst that situation, and I see that it is still here. I have 3 granddaughters, an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a new baby who was just baptized here a few weeks ago, and I'm so happy that they will get to have this opportunity as well. I just thought of something that had changed that I just remembered, and I don't know if anybody'd care. But when we first started coming here, Tyngdale Avenue had a road, a gravel road that came right across from where Rudy Westerberg's house was and our house, and we walked to church. And later, when the freeway came through, we couldn't anymore. And I was coming back from choir with my brother, and they had shut that off. There was a fence there. There was no traffic on the freeway yet. It wasn't being used. But I was annoyed, and so with my choir robe in tow, because we brought them home before Sundays when we were going to sing, I climbed over the fence and left my brother behind. And so he came home. He went around to the Wyman Bridge and all the way around. And I got home way ahead of him, and I was found out and in a lot of trouble. And I don't know if any of that is of any significance at all, but it's an interesting story anyway. I think the thing that I've noticed about Normandale today as compared to when I was here when I was young is that it is every bit as wonderful as I remembered. Sometimes when you're gone away from something for a significant amount of time, your expectations are high, but it isn't quite how you remembered it. And I can honestly say everything is absolutely the way I expected it to be and the way I'd hoped for it to be. The building looks different. It has improved and changed and added on, and it is beautiful. It was beautiful back then, too, but the significant, important things are still here, and I'm happy for that.
We are so glad you joined us today here at 75 Stories. If you'd like to share your own story, please contact Christy Shepard at kshepard@normluth.org. Join us next week for another story, and share this podcast with your friends and family. We are all part of the Normandale community.